Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Today I'm going to be playing with the Not Too Shabby Shop stamps. This is Winter Vibes. This is the die and stamp of the month for the month of November 2022. I'm going to be playing with those to create a card. Already decided I want to have this really dark background for this, and I'm not 100% sure what else I'm going to do. My thought right now is to do a little bit of die cutting and maybe just put some trees on there. Kind of keep a clean and simple kind of look. So I'm going to take out the dies real quick. And I'm wanting to just use this tree. The tree is really pretty. Does have a stamp that goes along with it, but I'm not 100% sure I'm going to use the stamp too. So let me go ahead and do a little bit of die cutting, and then we will see where we go from there. So I decided to go with 3 of the trees, and now I need a sentiment. This is going to be, I love silver and blue, period. But I'm not 100% sure what sentiment I want to use. So I've got Merry Christmas, and I'm kind of thinking across the center would be really nice with this thanks so much. So I'll go ahead and take that one out as well. I'm going to stamp both of those out in my Catherine Pooler dark blue suede shoe ink, as I'm thinking that would be a good match. This is actually not quite as dark as the cardstock I'm using for the back, but I still think it's going to look really good with that. So let's go ahead and stamp those out, and then I can die cut out the sentiments and see which one I like best with this card. Okay, let's get everything in there. These are new stamps, so of course they are sticking to my cardstock. Okay, I'm going to stamp them a couple of times. Actually, I don't need to stamp them a second time. I love my Catherine Pooler ink. Okay, so now I'm just going to die cut those out, and then we'll see which one we like best for this card. So I am going to pop my little trees up on some foam, and then we can take a look at those sentiments and see which one I like the best. Okay, so I'm going to use my grid to kind of help me figure out where the center of my card is going to be. So this is actually, so it's 5 1/4, so I need it to be right around that 2 1/2 to 2 3/4 mark for my first tree. Right about there should be about right. And this is handmade, not Hallmark, so if it's a little bit off, that is totally fine. And then I'm going to put this one off to the side, kind of lining it up with that. Actually, let me put those two. There we go. I'm going to line it up with that mark there. And then do the same thing with this one. Now that I've got the edges like right in the middle of that 1/4 mark on each side. So that makes that this piece, that 1 1/4 or 1 1/8, is right about the same on both sides. And again, it doesn't have to be exact, but I think people are gonna see, they're not gonna really notice. So this first one is Merry Everything. I was incorrect. It's not a Merry Christmas sentiment. So I could put it at the top, bottom, or over the top of my middle tree. And then we've got the Thanks So Much. And now just looking at it, I'm thinking this one is going to get a little more lost in all of that shiny glitter. So I'm going to go with the Merry Everything. And for this, I'm going to just use my liquid adhesive and put it right in the center of that middle tree. So I'm not going to bother using any adhesive off to the edges. I did use some heavyweight cardstock for this, so it won't, they won't bend as badly. There's not as much of a chance, rather, that they're going to bend over the edges. But you can always use multiple layers and make it almost like a chipboard. Okay, now we need to just add that to our card base. I am giving that just a second while I pull out my card base to dry a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to place this dark blue panel right in the middle of my card and shift it a little bit so that the edges are about right. And I think that white band right around the edges really sets everything off. So this finishes up this card for the Not Too Shabby shop. Be sure to check out this playlist over here to see more videos where I'm making projects using Not Too Shabby products. And remember, if I can make it, you can too. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.